Spectre Studios, playing for the spirit of the game.
It is 175 years in the future. Humanity has reached the stars. Massive freight ships owned by mega corporations use wormholes to jump from one star system to the next. The human sphere is the collective name for the group of star systems inhabited by mankind. The old nations have slowly shifted and grown into a few great federated blocks. These new supernations are still driven by the same motivations that have always driven humanity: living space, resources, and power.
Ariadna to denounce violations of exclusion zone by Pan-Ocean mining interests before
Into this exciting time of expansion, a new colony world is being opened to the great factions.
Welcome to the newly discovered sphere of Eclipse. Founded by the Ariadna faction,
Each of the nations has established peaceful economic interests on Eclipse, and it is a great time to be a citizen of the stars.
Personal Flash Paper, your personal service of interstellar news. Find out what's happening in the sphere and why, from the critical standpoint you expect from InfoFlex.
Modern-day medicine
user.
has
It's a
all but
wonderful day
eliminated
outside.
physical injuries, and even death can be overcome if you have enough money. A single star-spanning artificial intelligence called Aleph is tasked with the administration of managing the fragile balance of power across all the human worlds. But coexistence is hard when everyone is competing for the same things. Friction is constant, and confrontations, open or covert, high or low intensity, brief or prolonged, are commonplace. These are not dull times to be a mercenary. And while humanity keeps mindlessly fighting amongst itself, an alien threat is bent on conquest. A combined army of several alien races presses in on our civilization with the sole purpose of conquering everything that crosses its path.
Backup troops deployed to Paradiso in fear of combined army attack. The recent rise in small-scale incursions in the Western Front.
Find all pockets of resistance. Let them know that we have arrived and there shall be no mercy.
This is the breaking point for the human race. Will they realize the extent of the challenges before them?
Foxtrot 7, we have hostiles inbound. Request permission to engage.
Will they ignore the external threat while caught up in their own petty infighting?
Political and military tensions are on the rise on the tempestuous provincial borders. Recent state.
And now the episode for Infnity by Corvus Belli. Hey everybody, Spectre Studios here. I'm Benito with Mark. You can know us from previous titles in the past, but we're pretty much going with a little bit of our regular names because we have a lot kind of going on in our local community over at the complex here in Scarborough, Maine, and location. But we're here at my place, more or less, to continue our growing Infnity storyline. And we've had a lot of stuff going on with Windleaf and working with that, and your Nomads, who have been tracking it to try to get a better, working the deal out of it, trying to make the best out of it and trying to get some funding for the money for it, have found out that it is part of the Qapu Kaqi that we have there. So they are the ones responsible for where some of this product is kind of like being administered or getting a hold of it. So they've got this like kind of locked down in like this little building. We're going to use like the Armory ITS scenario to kind of place some of this aspect of this this story part of it. You're going to go in the Nomads to try to get a hold of a pure strain info with this. So that's pretty much, we're going to get as many points as we can into the objective building that we have just basically gotten for our scenario part of that. And that will help you secure that information for the Windleaf. We're not really doing a tournament full win scenario. We're going to have some things that kind of will the points pretty much will weigh how the story gets moved in the direction with. So in part of that, in the Armory ITS, there's a way to kind of get booty in the gear, but we're not doing that. So we're going to kind of modify that and allow you to use a specialist person to get in there to get a pure sample. If you do get in that, it's actually a bonus story objective wise for that. So I'm going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. So if you do that, we'll give you a piece of equipment, because that can be picked up by other person if you go to null state or anything like that, from that matter. So that's kind of where we're going with that. But there's going to be some other small things for, again, to move whose sides win. We'll do the classified objective decks. We'll have that in place. We're also going to bring the command tokens into play. So if you've been watching a couple of videos before, we haven't been using them. We're using them today because we're going to be a lot of big stuff happening here, because I'm using for the first time a tag.
And I'll be using, for the first time, the command points, some e-maulers, so we'll see how e-maulers play with tags. We've got some hackers going on. If you've been watching the narrative that's been going along with the Windleaf story, you've seen that while the Nomads have been able to get the information that they're looking for, it's been a rough road. Some of that information has been corrupted. I'm fairly certain that the Mr. Johnson that gave me the copy also made a copy for himself and in some way corrupted part of the files. So we've got enough information to see the value of the pharmaceutical, but not enough information to make it. So I'm here today to get better files and to be able to actually make full use out of all the information that we've fought so hard for.
Right. And for this scenario, it may seem a little odd, but Mark has provided most of the mercenary models that are here. So I'm using, for the Qapu Kaqi unit, I'm using Scaarface and Cordelia, which is an awesome kit that he's got. So they're his models, but he wanted me to use them, and he's planned accordingly. So we don't know. It's 300 points. I don't know exactly how this is going to play. This is pretty much one of our bigger games that we've ever played personally, even off camera. We've mostly been on 200-point games, so this is pretty large for us. Again, the objective room is going to have a very high cylinder, so there's actually a deceiving line of sight blocking that's kind of going on. But we got a very crowded city going on. We have our active terrain scenario going on, not only with vehicles now, but people are going to be walking around. We got a huge activity going on in Spectre versus Infnity going on with this. This is another exciting aspect of it.
I think this is really, we're approaching what Corvus Belli was really envisioning with the whole Infnity and special ops groups moving in and around civilian or occupied areas. I think this also, with Modiphius's Infnity RPG, this is also very much something that I think would fit into that universe very well. So we've got two armed factions just bristling with guns, slipping into a civilian area as though they're going to be subtle, and they're going to get in and grab what they want and work on getting out without triggering a full international incident. And
with a big robot, was the reason why we also got Cordelia for the Haq Islam sectorial force here, because he's a mercenary, so it's a little bit of, hey, we don't know who he works for, type of thing like that. So if he does act a little hectic like that, that'll go on. We're going to have a couple more of these scenarios. We're still working in the process, but if you're interested, you need to go to spectrestudios.us and go to our forum board. You should see some of the our stuff that we posted up, for our information about that. Or if you're interested more, you can contact me there to kind of get an idea of what this active terrain concept that we're doing here at Spectre Studios. But let's just get into the story. So this is a big one right here, trying to secure an actual pure file of info for Windleaf. Can the Nomads do it?
Can I remember all my hacking arrows and be able to do this correctly?
Yes.
So this is going to be awesome.
Really challenging. All right. So here we are, our little city, all set up. You can see there's the objection room that we're going for with the classifieds. Everyone's kind of set up pretty much on the road here. Now you're going to see other models. Now remember, that's because there are civilians. So we have to use them as line of sight blockers. And they will be also moving around in active terrain.
Where's the sniper?
And got our guys kind of set up there. So I'm going to try to maintain the camera and go from there. Do you want to spend a command token to reduce my order pool? Because that is allowed in the first option. So you are spending a command token?
I will spend my first command token to take 2 orders out of your first turn starting pool.
Okay.
giving you 2 fewer shots at my people.
Yes. Alright, and I think we will start first with this Janissary. You can see right across the street into those people there that were out in the street.
That guy needs 2 fewer orders to be able to hit me.
We'll see how that shooting goes. So the Janissary needs he is -3 for the range of the for against the model, and he is looking for 10s. You are -9, 6 for the range increment, 3 for cover. So you're looking for.
I'm looking for 1s. So the real question is, does a Janissary have 2 wounds?
Yes.
Well, anyway, I could potentially just take that HMG down to half life.
Alright, the 1's a crit. Let's see what happens.
No!
Oh, way off. So I need 10s. And I'm looking at 3 hits.
Alright.
So damage is 15, no cover, armor.
I have standard moderator armor,
Okay,
which is 0.
so you need 16s. Oh, got
Getting 2!
Yeah, but 1 sends it.
Merely
to
unconscious.
Unconscious.
We're very comfortable with unconscious here in Nomad Land.
Alright.
Alright.
That puts now, so that's 1 order that we used. The Janissary now can see the second model behind, so he's going to use another order to take him out. So I am at the same. I'm sure he's out at the same.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll see. I'll roll mine.
Come on, we need 1s.
Oh, I got a crit, so you need a 1 crit. Nope. I don't know about that. So 2 hits. One, you need 1 armor roll. 1's already, he's already unconscious. Yes. So he is also unconscious. Alright.
Yes, you can see that we're fighting over Sesame Street here.
Alright, I'm going to pause. Alright, I'm going to spend another order on the Janissary because over there, if you look really hard, he can see another moderator behind there. I can't see the Reverend there, Moira I think that is. So we're in the same situation almost, except now I'm looking for 6s instead of, 7s instead of 10s. And he's still looking for 1. And it's 2 hits, no crits, so 2 hits, but this time you have cover. So you are looking for 13s. No, he is
getting neither
dead.
one.
So that model is toast.
Jeez.
Alright, the Janissary is so happy with what he done, but I'm going to cover the street. He is going to use another order to go into suppression. Whoops, here. So boom, he is now all set up. He's a happy man. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yes. Alright. The Javanzan here, he can see the Reverend in the building. So he is going to take that shot.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Javanzan is looking for even with 2 shots. He's looking at he's looking at 12s. And you're going to dodge. Your physical is what?
My physical is 11.
Alright, so 12 versus 11.
Not great, but it's better than a 3. 11 exactly,
So
yes!
you got it. So she can go, she will go prone. The sniper will miss.
Finally saved.
Okay, a couple orders left. I'm going to use a command token to make a coordinated move with Scaarface and Cordelia. So their first short skill will be to do a move. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to. Any arrows?
Morlocks are not long-range snipers.
Okay.
They're like the only people that can see
And then he's gonna go 4 and 4. Then use another coordinated order command token to do another coordinated order for the 2 of them. And go here for a short skill. And she's just going to use a command skill to go all the way up here. So they are basically just moving up. Because I lost a couple orders there because of the other command token, I am now out. And that will be, I will score no objectives in any form. So I am done turn 1. Okay, so we're moving along, and just so you guys can understand, there's some fun things going on. Red, who really didn't react to the first shooting at all, is now crossing the street, but that kind of bones our generous array, who can't really see much, because this is the way our active terrain is moving, so that changes line of sight, and kind of our Mark wasn't too impressed, but I thought this was kind of funny. These 2 who are just walking, because no one really shot up here anyways, were pretty fine. They happened to walk at the same time, 4 inches from where they were set up initially, to make it impassable, and a cylinder blocking for that prowler, or sin eater. So you can't really do anything.
It guarantees I'm not going to get shot, but
Yeah.
it pretty much guarantees I'm not shooting anything.
Yeah, totally. It's just funny how civilians kind of like that, and the whole New York attitude you can think is like, hey, I'm walking here. That's pretty much going on with that. So pretty kind of funny stuff going on with this scenario. Everyone else has got to move around. Cards have moved around. So again, our terrain is changing that we're always having to adjust to. So all right, our orders have been adjusted. What is going on with the Nomads?
Alright, so the Morlocks didn't lose any orders out of their order pool, since they only have irregular orders.
Okay.
And it turns out that Scaarface seems to be the closest enemy, so off they tear. So it's going to be 4-4. Let's see. So 4 up to there. No response.
Nope.
And then 4 up to there. And that takes care of his impetuous.
Okay. So he just has his irregular order.
And we'll do the other impetuous, because I think that they even come before irregular.
Yeah.
So that gets him to there, and then up to there.
Okay.
And now and up to there.
On that last move for her,
There.
I will have a shot. Alright, because I'm in suppressive, that range is only up to 24 inches, so he is unable to, he's unable to do anything. Take that weird shot, guys. So, no fire there. So all the impetuous orders are now spent?
Nope, that's the, yes, that's the extreme impetuous. And now it's time for the irregulars, or I suppose I could do irregulars whenever. But
Yeah, you can do them whenever.
they'll work right now. So first Morlock can run across. Still not gonna get any shots, but I can get up to there.
Okay.
And up to there.
Alright. I believe when you get right here, though, I will be able to get a shot at her. And definitely the other one. We're closer there. I think I'm at -3. So they're
Right.
doing full runs.
And, yep, they will dodge.
If they do full, they dodge, they can only go their 4 move. Their
Right.
first short skill, not their full.
So was it?
Yeah, right
So
there.
did you have them before, so you had them back here?
Yep.
So if you had them back here, then they will dodge.
Okay. So first elf, I think you called it.
Yep.
All right.
She has a...
Any camo mark thing on them?
No. They do have kinematic of level 1 and a physical of 13.
Okay, so I need 10s. So you're looking for 13s. 10s versus 13s. 9. A 1, so you'll be hit once. For 15. H and G.
Armor of 1.
Yep.
Armor of 1, so I need 15s
15.
or higher. Yes.
Alright, and a guts.
And her willpower is 14.
Fail.
16.
She will not be going forward. She should be taking a 2-inch move backwards.
She has to take a 3-inch move.
That's if you simply dodge. Guts is different than Kinetica. And then the second model. Again, looking for 10s.
She has a physical of 16.
Ooh. And a crit. So you will go down with a wound and unconscious.
And that puts her at unconscious.
Alright.
Alright. So let's pull more fire.
Alright, so using the other irregular order over there.
So we will run up to here.
Okay, he will arrow. I think
Alright.
he's the only one that can arrow.
And what's he doing?
Shoot.
So I will dodge that.
Okay, let's forget. Alright, so we got the Janissary with an AP rifle. He's looking at -3. He would have cover, but he doesn't. He's impetuous, so he doesn't use it. So I'm looking for 10s, and you were looking for what physical dodge?
13s.
All right.
13 or less.
Miss.
Hit.
You
So
dodge.
I'm dodging.
So you're good.
So he's got Kinematica level 1 also. So there he is.
Alright, and the second guy was going behind him.
I set the thing down someplace.
It's actually on top of the board.
And he's going to run out. Also,
Okay, and doing the same thing.
yes.
Alright. And where he is, we're gonna do a little check here. Both. Alright, so the Janissary is going to be -3, so he's looking for 10s. The Javanzan is looking for 15, so I'm gonna do the Janissary will be in red, looking for 10s. The Javanzan is looking for 15.
I need 13 or less. 7.
So they wash, because he needed a
Yeah,
10.
so I dodge
missed.
him and we wash on the other one so he's
Yep.
untouched.
He's untouched. So all good. These guys doing very well compared to what happened on the other side.
This is a nerve-wracking morale testing scenario. This is rougher on me than it is on them, and half of them are dead. Alright. So, those are their irregular moves. So now big scenario time is, do I spend some of my few regular orders on these irregular guys to push them forward more? I think one of the things that I can do is I'm going to spend one order out of combat group 1
Okay.
to move this prowler. He moves 4-2. So he can slide right up across here to there.
Okay.
And
All right. his second order.
Second skill. Move 2. Get up there.
Alright. And then we're going to try to do a discover with several models. We'll do, well, it's all simultaneous, so we'll go from there. Okay, so Cordelia is coolly equipped with a Colt pistol. Never heard of it, first time for that. So it does hit the model, so the model will reveal. We'll do that first, and then it has to make an armor 13 roll. So it is the Prowler 0.
It's a Prowler
Prowler.
with the adhesive launcher, which is why this has to happen.
Oh, so he was looking for Scaarface.
So I need
So 13 with armor what?
armor 2.
So you need a 12.
Need 12 or higher. Come on, 12 or higher. No.
Oh, so unconscious he goes.
So we continue the theme of the day, which is rapid planning. Remember, the theme of the day is never negative. Always do the awesome thing. The theme of the day is rapid replanning.
So,
Right.
in a way though, it was wise for me to keep her. I was going to keep them separated, but by hanging out close with her brother, she has just saved his life, more or less likely. So very cool in that aspect.
Yeah, because the HMG and the sniper rifle weren't good enough.
But he couldn't even see because Red was walking down the street.
Yeah, but the other person that can do something is covered by the two of them.
Yeah.
Alright. So, other things going horribly wrong. Let's see what I can do now. Alright.
Alright.
Time for the interlocking optimistic multi-order plan. It's probably got like 3 steps in it. It should go wrong somewhere around the second one. The third one is the one that's important. Let's see how far we get.
Alright.
First, spend an order on the mobile regatta, who happens to be a hacker. Gasp and shock and alarm.
Okay.
And he is going to do controlled jump, which is the entire order, and gives a +3 physical to all combat jumps.
That can't be countered.
That would be, yes. You could do a hacking arrow of hack transport aircraft. It's a face-to-face roll versus the PH of the combat jumper. And
So he needs a what?
he needs to, well, he doesn't,
He's at a willpower, so he needs a 13.
there's no rolls for it. It just happens. It takes my entire
Try to
order.
do it? Okay, so he's
But-
done it.
That happens.
Alright.
So now, it's +3 for the meteor zone that's coming in that I want to put there, which actually fits. So now, when the meteor zone goes to jump in, you can
Yes.
attempt to hack the transport aircraft.
Okay. What do I need to do that right now?
You need to do that right now.
Or is it a
and
physical against him?
it is your attack mod is -6,
Okay.
and it's a face-to-face roll versus the PH of the jumper, which is currently at +3.
Okay.
So
So my whip versus your physical, or
yes,
Yep.
and you are -6 to that.
so I need an
roll.
8.
And I need a 14.
Okay. Nope. Oops.
Yes.
Okay. So that's your full order to land. Then he's gonna provide. That's gonna cause arrows when him landing.
So, yes, that's. Actually, no, that was his own order to come down, so I don't spend one of
Yep.
those. And it is there now.
Okay. So as far as I know, he's a delayed arrow because he came down late, but everyone kind of landed in front. He took a lot of shots, shrugged off the sniper, shrugged off the Odalesque, but the mobile regatta and Scaarface shot him to kind of to pieces a little bit at the end of it, so he didn't last very long.
See?
Plan 2 apart.
I was optimistic. It fell apart in the second order. It went exactly the way I thought it would. Okay. Let's try something entirely different. The clockmaker engineer is going to move forward 4.
There's no arrows.
And then the next 4 up to here.
Okay, that's in order.
And now I should be a little bit over here. And then spend another order to open the doors.
Okay.
That is a short skill or
It is a willpower roll. No bonus. So it's a whip.
and that is 15.
Okay.
So 15 or less to open the door.
Nope.
And that's pretty consistent with my technical skills.
But you can keep doing it multiple times after orders. So another order, you can do it again.
Well, another order I could do it again, but that combat group is out of orders.
Hey.
Because they're dead! I don't know how that could have happened. So, order. Actually, I'm going to spend a command token
Okay.
to move the two Morlocks at the same time.
Coordinated order. Gotcha.
So they will both. And the closest bad guy is Scaarface.
That you don't have to do that with a regular order though. Their impetuous thing is basically being used up.
Well,
So now you can operate them as you want.
it's not like there's any place that I can hide that doesn't get me shot, so there's no need to go out of my way.
All right. So this guy is going to get these two on an arrow, where these guys will have arrows as well. So what I'll do is split. These two will arrow on him. These two will no. Yeah, and the other two will arrow on him.
All right.
Okay, so hold on, we're gonna figure this out. All right, so we figured it out. We'll start with this lead guy. Lead guy. We'll start with him. The mobile guy will be in red. He's -3, so he's looking for my stat roll. He is looking for 10s. The Odalisque is looking for 15s versus your dodge. So a hit and a miss by the Odalisque.
So you're going up against the lizard?
Yep.
So do the orange for the lizard. 18 is not a successful
He
dodge.
is hit for a 13. Because that's the multi-rifle and is shock.
And that
made
is
it.
successful.
So then he just needs a guts. Unless he's courage. Yes, so he's good. Alright, so the Janissary will be red. They're both got +3 with the Devandon with the sniper rifle. They are both looking at, well, I'm looking for 16 on red and 15 on green. And they both miss.
And he dodged successfully.
So then you did dodge. Oh, that's your turn, so it's not massive. So they're good. They ran right down the street, took lots of shots side by side, and they're doing awesome.
And as long as things are pretending to go well, we'll do that again.
All right, and I will.
And
Things might change reactor-wise. So the first coordinated short skill to move. This time I take it they're going to shoot back some. They have guns?
they have chain rifles.
Oh, there you go. So Cordelia is going to, Scaarface is going to get in this action here though.
And
And I think you can get him. So with the terrain piece, it'll be that.
Yep.
And so it won't get Cordelia, but you'll get
it's, yeah.
because you can't put it on your own model.
Oh, well, I'm missing him right there.
Yeah,
It's over his blade, but I'm missing
He's
him.
totally getting hit though. So you can both shots are going on him.
Both shots are going on Scaarface.
So that everything else will not really matter. So we'll do a couple quick rolls here. The sniper worst. So he's looking for a 12. Yes, 12 straight
shooting
up. This guy here.
All right.
And miss. It's no face-to-face anymore because your actual shots are here. The Janasare is looking for 15, 16. He will hit the green guy again. So he's looking at a 13.
13, so I need 14 or higher.
Yes.
17.
You're loving it. These guys are built.
Actually, they have an armor of 1, so yay.
Yeah, the Odalesque is going to be needing a 15 as well. Hit. So the blue guy needs a armor. No. So he takes
So what was the
wound.
damage?
The damage is 14.
No.
So he is unconscious. And the Mobile Regatta hitting the green guy. Oh, she's probably shooting the green guy. So 10, he will also hit him as well. So he is he has shock. So 13's with shock.
So 14 or higher, come on. Yes.
Yes, so he's fine. And then Scaarface, his weapon is not a template weapon, so he is only going to shoot the blue guy. And that will be 0, so he is looking for 13 as well. And he hit. And that's a 15. On the blue.
On the lizard.
Yep, the guy's already unconscious.
And come on.
Nope.
No.
So he is going to dead.
What is the... No, the lizard is not unconscious.
No. I hit him twice. I hit him. I couldn't hit him because...
Oh, so you were shooting
Yep.
at him.
Yep.
Alright, so he's dead, yeah.
Yep. So that guy is up and fine. Chain rifles are...
Chain rifles
13s?
are 13s.
So I am armor 5.
So 8.
9s?
So you need 9s or better.
9s twice.
Come on.
1 fail, so I'll take
Take
1
1 point of damage.
structure damage. So let's get my little 1 room. So Morlocks did some damage. He is.
Yay! I did a thing.
Yeah.
All right. I actually have 1 left.
Might as well use it on him, dude.
Yeah.
But this
That's
time,
exactly right, because nobody else has any kind of range.
yeah. But,
So we'll hit with the chain rifle
but you
again.
probably want to move and then chain both of them this time, so Cordelia can get hit as well. Cordelia. Cordelia will dodge. Everybody else will now shoot directly at this guy. So again, the Devanzan will be needing a 12. Hit. So he needs a 15. With shock.
15 or higher. Yes.
He's loving the sniper rifle. The Janessere needs a 16. Missed. The Odalesque will need a 15. Hit. So 13 again. Or 14, sorry.
14 or higher, come on. Yes. 14
Yep.
or higher.
Yep, just even, right? Okay, and the Mobile Regatta with shock. He needs a 13, 16, hit. So 13, shock.
Come on. No.
No, does he have? Does this one have shock immunity?
No, he's got he's got NWI, but he doesn't have shock immunity, so
No wound incapacitation, so he's still up.
no, shock immunity goes past.
Oh, right, that's right.
So that was the one guy that was actually
needed to
scary.
save. Yep. So he'll just go. We won't bother with Scaarface, but I need to dodge, which is at minus.
If you're
template is 6.
If you're dodging with a tag, it's -6.
No, not the tag,
Okay.
but Cordelia needs to dodge at a -6 for dodge weapon.
Maybe we have to look it up.
Okay. Okay, so Cordelia is not looking, so she is -3 to her physical, which is a 7. Miss. So she is unconscious. Because I think she's one of the model. Yes. So she goes to unconscious. And then Scaarface, again, with a 13. He needed a 9. Right? Because
Yep.
he is fine. And he has courage, so he's fine with that. And then now we're rolling for this guy is dead, so he is dead from the shock. All right, that was your last order.
Actually accomplishing something.
Yeah, he actually did. Those guys.
Okay, I have
one left.
One order left in the pool, and
Okay.
I actually have airborne deployment troops. So the Tomcat Doctor can use his own order to drop in here.
Okay.
So walking on from the edge of the board, moving 4/4, get up to here. The Brigada doesn't have him.
Okay.
The Sniper doesn't have him.
All right.
Alright, and the Zoncat actually has 2 inches more move to get to there. And yes.
All set.
So that's that, and now I have the one other order remaining for Combat Group 1. Who is still standing on Combat Group 1?
Okay.
Who can do anything from Combat? Wow, the Sin Eater hasn't done anything. 2 player turns and nothing. It is creepy, weird, eerie, something. Let's see. You know what? I'll spend this order, and the Brigada is going to roll out and move up here. Nothing.
Nothing so.
And then move up here.
Remember, that's a big cylinder, so my sniper can't see.
Right. And that'll be my turn.
All right, that ends the Nomads. So there will be no scoring for the objectives because nobody's been inside, and we'll go on to the turn 2. All right, I'm gonna try to do some moves here to try to get some things going on. All right, I'm gonna use the first order on the Odalisque. And I'm going to do a 4. Should be really nobody can see me. And then 4 again. Then spend another order to come up to here. The short skill. And the second short skill will coup de grace this guy.
Alright. I know that you guys kind of like that, so that's alright.
Well, I kind of believe that will reveal one of my classified objectives, just to kind of show the case camera why I pretty much had extreme prejudice. I had a kind of coup de grace guy. That'll give me an objective point there. Just kind of why I had to do it.
Yeah.
The point of making a lot of this.
Well, I had a counter plan for what you were doing, and then I remembered, oh, I have a friendly in range. That won't work. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have a friendly in range. This just might work.
All right, and then we'll go back to this Janissary who's been enjoying his HMG, and he's going to take a shot at Elf, which I believe is in the inside the 20 range. So he's going to be at his +3 range, anyways. Doesn't matter as long as it's within. Because he's not
At
suppression.
24-ish.
Yeah. So he is +3. So he is going to be at a 16. What are you going to do for your arrow?
Dodge.
Dodge. So okay, so 15 look. Oh, sorry. 16 looking at what physical?
She has physical 13.
All right. And that's a crit, and all 3 hits.
So I need a 13. Yes!
Hey!
Yes!
Oh,
All the little things I can do.
yeah. So
Big game winning stuff, well.
spending another order, taking out Elf. And again a crit, 2 crits.
Oh wait, I get to. Ha ha ha.
No, it's a wash. Nothing happened. Your crit washes out my crit, so no move. And it's
So-
2 crits and a single hit.
I mean, where's the second crit?
It was a 16. I just
Oh. No.
so she is dead. And oh, sorry. One of the things I have to do will spend a command token. It was a command token can change impetuous, right? Or friend.
Regular impetuous, you just say you don't want to take it.
So I'm gonna use a command order to make Scaarface not impetuous, because he is. So I'll be down in order. And then I'm going to use another order on the medic, who's going to make a run here with his first command. Then the second one, he's going to go 4 more. Oh, he's going to make a full order to get up here. The last order, he is going to try to resurrect her. So Gulam with
Roll
a
high.
will 14. He did it. So she is back up into play. I am going to use the lieutenant order to put him in suppression. I believe I have run out of orders already because of having to spend some things to get some people around. So that's turn 2, still no score.
Alright, so it's my second turn and next chance at saving the world and making a massive profit. First thing, clockmaker at the door. Going to roll to open the door.
Okay,
So let's see, we'll try this one.
what do you need? 15?
His willpower is
16?
a 15.
Oof. Good one.
So, yes, the doors are open.
Alright, doors are open. Boom, 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 boom. Scaarface can see so much now.
Next order. The 0 rolls through the door and moves at 4. So that'll work. Moving from there to there.
Yes, the Jabanzan's going to try to discover him. I get 17 discover. Be 0. Your camouflage is what, 3?
Yes.
Okay, so he is looking for an 11. Nope.
So next, deploy repeater.
Okay. He can't see you.
Bam.
Alright.
Now,
Actually, can he see you?
was my intent to be in cover.
So he's seeing something, so you're gonna. The repeater is automatic though, anyways, right?
Yeah, I'm just dropping it, but that would be my second action.
Okay. So.
Actually, so I'm going to change that out.
Alright. So not
Oh,
dropping
wait.
the portal.
No, I'm going to leave that. So the repeater stays.
Okay. So then he needs a 13. Single shot. He hits.
Of course he does. What's the damage?
15.
15. So let's see. Let's go with orange for the Bakunin orange for the 0.
Okay.
I need 16s or higher.
Uh-oh.
No.
He's unconscious.
Alright.
But the repeater's out.
So now. So the next thing is to the mobile regatta will. Actually, hang on, let me check.
Spotlight.
So the mobile regatta, spending an order. He's
Okay.
in. Let's see. Yes, spending an order. He is in command group 1.
Okay.
So willpower of 13, doing spotlight. That puts me at -3. So I need 10s to light up Scaarface.
Okay. Is there any way to stop that with a repeater? Or any opposing
Let's
hackers?
see. You can do. It's basically hacking dodge. It's called reset.
Reset. Okay.
I believe it's going to be your BTS.
So 6.
It's pretty good. So
Okay.
face-to-face roll. Actually, we're going to have to check that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we figured that out. He's got a whip -3. I am doing a reset, so I'm even. So I need a 13.
I need 10s, 10 or less.
Okay.
Get him 1. Go high, go high. Yes!
Yep. So
Yes!
I am.
You enter the targeted state,
All right.
and entering the targeted state, I answer your coup de grace with my telemetry.
Nice. Okay.
So now, next order. The Reverend Custodier that has been hiding pinned down in the building for all this time
Okay.
is going to pop off Overlord. And if this works, so this gives me an attack modifier of 0. The opponent modifier is 0. And then we will go from there. So her willpower is 14. I need a 14 or less.
Okay.
We'll use actually we'll go with one of my good Nomad dice. Here we are.
All right.
14 or less. 18. Ah.
Nope.
I'm going to spend my last command token on this because it would be the awesome thing to do.
Okay.
And re-roll that. There.
So beat it.
Ah. Well, that's that then. So there. Let's try that again.
Okay.
And still needing 14s. 9.
And fail.
So, Overlord. This is the dreaded and much fabled possession skill. So, it is damage 14, so you need to use your BTS, and this is much like a damage roll.
Okay. So BTS 6
So you need
and 8.
8 or
9.
better.
8 or better. Yeah. No problem.
So you are not possessed. So now let's not get too excited. Let's not start. We need to still work with the rapid replanning. Don't get tunnel vision and spend all your orders on a single thing. Remember the rest of your troops, what other people can do. When you have other people. So the Brigada is still up. Got 1. Yeah. So let's do that. Oh. He's been so quiet, I almost forgot all about him. Why don't we actually see what the Senator wants to do for a moment? And actually, we will... just shoot from here.
Okay. Let's figure that out. All right. So Jabanza needs a 15. The Senator needs what?
Senator needs a 10.
All right.
Wait. You said that I was even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need a 13.
13. I was gonna say that's a pretty low blow. Let's go. Hit.
4.
And a miss.
So it's a double action.
All right. So 15.
So
I'm gonna need
2 dice, yep, 15s.
so total
You need
6.
2
I need
12s. You need 2 13s. Sorry, 2 13
Nope,
or
he also
better.
has armor and cover, so he's going to be down to 6. So he needs a 10 twice.
Oh no!
Nope. He's unconscious.
Some of the pressure off half the table.
Yeah.
Only took all my orders to get to that point, but let's see. Well, all the combat orders for Combat Group 1. Let's look at what Combat Group 2 can do. So as we've discussed, now that nearly everybody's dead and the game is almost over, things are starting to work, and I just have to, you know,
Get it all
get
together.
things moving forward. If it weren't for all these cars in the way,
And peoples.
yeah, the peoples are less of a problem for what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Markers are targetless. So, let's see. I can pretty much step across to here. Spending the order from that pool. And then that line would be down across there.
If you stay more that way, I can't get you because of the two civilians. But
Right.
as soon as you pop closer to the building, the Janissary
I
will see
was looking at firing lines.
you.
So, well, I don't get any bonuses for bringing equipment back with me, so let's see. They call her Red, so I'll just have this nice little red little lollipop, and we'll fire a marker. Let's see, markers go up to 16 with a +3. So should be able to get that marker to there.
Okay.
So I will need 13.
Okay.
Getting it. Alright, so that repeater is up. And it's down there. Alright, so one more order for combat group 2. Yes, you're in the right group today. Awesome. So spend this order to move the Tomcat up. He moves up. So 4-4. You can get up to here. And then the Zoncat is 6-4. So we can get to there. And then it should stay there since I can't. I don't have another order left to actually be able to do anything. Right. So that group is done. Got that. Right, so they're there.
Okay.
And now I will spend my lieutenant order. She'll move up.
And this arrow shot.
Well, trying to come up through the window.
Oh, you're coming out through the window.
And over the car. Demonstrating the deep respect that the Nomads have for local law enforcement. And she moves 4-2, so she can get to there.
Okay.
And that is all of my orders. I am done.
All right, turn 2. We evened up our objective scoring with our classified objectives.
So, starting to work. I got one more turn to do all the magic I need to do.
All right, first I guess we'll get some things going on. This guy here has regeneration, so he is going to try to get back up on a physical, right? 11.
Roll high.
Yes, he is dead.
Yay!
Shot was too much.
That wasn't what I really didn't want to hear about regeneration.
Yeah. Yeah, I did well last time. So, alright, that pretty much is... Oops, I had to spend an order for that. So, that will be that. I guess the other part will be... We'll use it on... And definitely use it on her. She's going to just do a small short skill move. And then she's going to... What's the arrow on the... Check over there on the, out on the street.
Here?
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna dodge.
Alright, so now we check range. Alright, so figuring out, the Odalesco Spitfire needs 15s. She needs 10s to dodge. No.
Gonna eat this.
And 2 hits. And they are at 14.
So no armor.
No armor?
Need 15s or more.
Okay. Got
Getting one.
She's
So merely unconscious.
Going to spend another order on her. She is going to take a short skill to go across the street. And what is the Reverend going to do?
The Reverend. Well, let's see. Yeah, the Reverend will dodge.
Alright, so again, I am pretty sure I'm looking
Each
at
of 11.
plus 3s, so I'm looking at
F.
15s.
ODD.
Oops, so I am looking at a 9.
If you were at plus 3, then you're at minus 3 now.
What?
Yep, so I'm looking at 9s.
Wait, this sniper.
So I've got a pH of 11.
Alright.
So my dodge is no good.
So I need 9s. That's a crit and 3 hits. So she takes 1 wound already, and then she needs to take 14s.
An armor of 3, so I need 12 or higher.
Yep.
Sniper die?
No, she's
Getting none.
Dead. The lieutenant is dead. That is going to be a pivotal shot. Put you in loss, lieutenant. Going in the next round.
Is this sniper dead? Why is the sniper staying there?
Alright, I am going to...
Sniper staying there.
She's going to go in suppression fire. Going to use another order, and now the big guy, she is out. He is going to go inside.
Where's the sniper?
Right. And the mobile guy will arrow that.
Yep.
With
His second short order will be to reset whatever hacking program you're going against me.
Sniper there. Where's the sniper there?
He's dead, honey. Got shot by the Sin Eater.
Where's the sniper?
He's on the
I
bridge.
will go with
On the bridge?
Overlord.
Okay.
His willpower is 13.
As mine is a 13 as well. Man.
Nope.
It sure looks like that guy in the sniper.
I'm going to put him on suppression fire as well.
And I will attempt to hack him again.
Okay.
So still 13s. Yes.
So my BTS is 6.
The damage is 13.
So I need an 8, right? Yes, we're all set. So I am suppression fire with him. I am going to use another order just in case to bring the paramedic in there.
The engineer will arrow
And yeah.
I'll
Okay.
see
you. So
you
he
later.
has a combi rifle. And That's close enough that there should be a positive modifier.
The combi, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be +3.
+8, +3.
So, looking at 14s.
Okay.
14 or less. Yes.
So 13. Gulam
Your dad's in there.
is armor 1, so I need a 13.
Go down.
Whoa.
Yes, he is unconscious.
Wait. What? Mark's and Daddy's. Daddy is.
Oh, they're both sleeping together.
Gonna use it here.
Sleeping together?
Shh, not that way. Sleeping beside each other.
And then he will also go into suppression
Is that your
in the room using a lieutenant order.
Yeah, I don't think I've got that.
Not
Alright, so that is it. So we just do the regular movement. I will. It's the end of game round, so nothing yet. So that's it.
Piece. All right, so first things first is the Sin-Eater can actually do something, and that something may be to avenge the lieutenant
Okay.
by shooting the lieutenant.
Him?
Yep.
How far are we?
Misses the corner of the building, and it is 27. Oops, sorry.
27. He's gonna take it.
Just gonna stand there and take it.
Yeah, your double action.
Yep.
Yeah, because if he does anything else, he'll be out of suppression fire. I can't suppress him.
From 27. That's true. I'm gonna be at +3 at that range using double action. So that will put me at 16.
I just think you're gonna miss. It's been your day. I'm gonna take it. He's a lieutenant.
But this is the cinematic thing to do.
It is, it
and the
is.
awesome thing to do.
He
So
needs to
it's
hold the
going
door.
to work.
He needs to hold the door.
16. Got
Hit
it.
him. So double action.
Double action.
15. So I need 12 twice. He took 1 hit. So he is
has 2
wounded.
wounds.
Yep. But I think that does knock him out of suppression anyways. So
Which means,
okay.
yeah. So he only gets to shoot 1 awesome arrow instead of
Yep.
3 bursts.
Oh, he's courage, so he doesn't have the gut roll.
Alright. So now, the next thing to do.
So I didn't really think that one through. I should have really just arrowed back at you out of suppression.
Well, we're all learning. So I definitely learned a whole lot of things
Yeah,
today.
totally. Trust me.
Let's see.
I think he's just trying to be a big shot. And he was like, "Look, I can take a shot, boys. Stay in the run."
So let's try this. We'll activate the Tomcat. The Zon comes around the corner.
That's not blocking. That's all arrow. Shoot.
So you can see from there to here.
Yep.
All right.
Well, that model's not standing out.
No, I meant the building.
Oh, yeah. My model's half out of the base, so.
And so that's going to be to do Dr. Skill there. And his first move is
And I believe
4.
this thing can. No, not. Yeah. An angle. Just don't worry about it.
Maybe gets across to here.
Oh, so they're acting the same?
Yes.
We'll shoot the guy then. And he will shoot the robot. And he will shoot the guy. Because they're not in suppression, so they have full.
And you've got good line over the cars.
We'll see if you want to take a look. Alright, so the Palbot is going to be doing a physical.
Yep. How about is doing Doctor, which is the Doctor's willpower on the Morlock instead of the Morlock's willpower.
Okay, so basically, the Zond bot, the bot thing wants to resurrect this character here. So the other member, the doc guy, whatever, is going to just take the shot. So basically, start first with, I guess we'll start with the Odal S because it's probably the most sane thing to do because she has the most shots. So she needs 12s to hit him because he ran right in the open across the street. And I critted him once. And then you take 1 armor roll at a 14.
Alright. So he has a 1 armor. So I need 14s. No.
He is dead. But, alright, so that doesn't matter about the other guy who's shooting. And then the face-to-face will be against your bot with a whip. So you're doing your willpower, and I'm doing basically a -3 shot at a 10 for the mobile brigada with an arrow. So he needs a 10. What do you need?
I need a 13.
Alright. That's a complete miss.
And that is 2.
So that kills that model.
And it basically kills that model too.
Because the doctor guy dies.
Alright, so I'll have the entire table cleaned up before the game's even over. So that saves me some time.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. The mobile brigada will hack Scaarface.
He will reset.
And I will use... I'm going to go for it with Overlord.
Okay.
If I can possess you one last moment and actually get something out of you.
Yep.
Alright, so...
3. 20.
No good.
Scaarface wants to stay the star of the TV episode.
And now we're down to my last order, my last irregular order.
Which is that one dude at the door.
Yep.
Pretty much means he needs to do a full spray and beat Scaarface in the door to possibly win the scenario.
So if I get to one of the racks to loot it and get stuff...
You have to survive at the end of the
Well, I have to survive anything that I try to do. But if I step in there, I'm going to get shot. If I live, I'm not going to have enough points to contest him. The only thing that I can do is that.
True, but I'm saying also if you do, but Scaarface, if you can do 2 wounds to Scaarface, that puts him into the null state, which means you win. You win big time the objective scenario wise. Or you can try to dodge a bunch of fire and then you'll lose anyways because that will be I'll have more points, giving me 1 more plus the 3 to having the most objective, which turns into a 5-1.
Well, doing nothing is never the awesome thing.
No.
I have a combi rifle and 1 order, so I can't mathematically do 2 points to Scaarface with combi rifle.
You get 3 shots. He gets 1. He's
true.
3 versus 3. He's in full. The thing is, it's full suppression. So any one, if you happen to roll 3 crits.
Yeah, if I happen to roll 3 crits.
Or at least 2 crits. Hey, the Janissary someone did earlier.
The Janissary's going to get his shots at me too, but let's do that.
But it's Scaarface that needs to go down.
So let's see.
You're not going to get much of the cover anyway, so just might as
Well,
well
no,
walk in.
I'm not going to get any cover, but it doesn't matter because when I step in, there's no range advantage, there's no positioning advantage.
I think pretty much everyone gets to blast him too. The Obelisk, I think, can see him too.
Yeah, there's no
getting around it.
No way that I can get around that either.
He's in a world of hurt.
So you're going to drop an entire table's worth of dice at me,
Yeah.
and I answer with 3. And when I get 2 crits on Scaarface, I will win.
Yeah, well, unless we or it'll end up a tie. So long as you get to the crits, the way it works out, we're gonna need
some choreography here because order of operations is going to be huge.
So I'm at 0, so he is going to be firing you at 13s, and I'm shooting with a combi rifle. You're +3, so already in your favor.
Yeah, I have a ballistic skill of 11, so the hero of the day has a ballistic skill of 11.
One more higher than him. All right, so should I roll first to you?
Hang on. We're going to pick very carefully. We got to Oh, this is not the right one.
Did I take one over?
I've got a red Nomad die lying around. I don't know if I trust it now that it's been over there for. That's not it.
Is it?
That might be it. Come back to the proper side. Here we go.
All right.
Gotta get the taint off of them.
Yep.
Okay.
So who's rolling first?
May as well just roll the engineer to see if we're gonna.
Did it hit? Okay, he's gonna do it.
Carve up Scaarface.
All right, here he goes.
14s.
14s. There's the crit.
Here's one crit and two
hit.
hits.
All right, let's see how I match up. And the 11s will knock out your 3s and 7. Actually, it doesn't matter. So I only got hit once. What turns out, because I didn't hit the other time. So it takes structure damage. Let me turn it on. So
that's one. The only one that I have to give.
Yeah. And the Janissary, I believe, is a -3, so he needs a 10. Hit for the 13 rifle.
I end up with extra. Oh, yeah. Hit with a 13 rifle, so I have an armor of 1, so I need 13s. 13 or higher. Come on! No!
He's unconscious. And the Odalesque would be needing 12s. And I believe that she critted. So he's already. That's a 20, so that's a miss. So crit, dead, and another wound. So we hold the room. Very, very trying. The Odalesque, though, kind of helped set that tone up with that quick move to the side and popping the lieutenant. Because you had everything ready in position.
Right down to the last order again. We went full distance all the way down to the last order. Last heroic thing, if I'd gotten one more crit, then I still would have gotten gunned down, but nobody would have been in the room.
Yeah, or if you could have nulled Scaarface, put him into basically an immobilized state and rushed the room, and then kind of got it face to face against everybody else. That crit could have been the difference to taking out maybe like the Odalesque, and then you could have had the room or something of that sort. So it is really a lot closer than you think. The way the table sided, for me, we kind of talked about it. For a lot of things, is kind of zoom back here a little bit. Sorry, folks. But for us, totally, I want to say like I had a lot of heavy armor and very little specialist troops. So I had to worry about the hacking quite a bit and making sure that I protected Scaarface, I think, quite a bit in this scenario for you looking at it, and then try to get to the room. I was very limited to getting the door open, so it was kind of advantageous to kind of get it open the second time, but it was, for me to plan into that third turn for me, is not as simple as you guys might kind of look at, because I had to worry about the two repeaters that were right there, so I had to kind of, that's kind of where the Odalesque got moved into taking out the lieutenant. I almost had to put that pressure on because it wasn't safe.
I had to open the doors just so I could get a repeater close enough to you to actually use it, because I couldn't go around the corners.
Yeah, and the other part was like I had a lot of heavy infantry as well, so again, that last move was kind of precipitated by the repeaters being deployed, for that matter there. But overall, first time I get to use the tag, Scaarface was definitely a presence on the table.
Oh, definitely.
Didn't kill quite a bit, but he influenced a lot of the game. Like you're where you were going after him and deployment of that and my countering to try to keep him up was definitely very evident.
Well, you had the sniper on my left side of the table, the heavy MG on the HMG on the right side of the table covering those two lanes, and the tag up the center.
Yeah.
And as you saw, I didn't have a whole lot of armor. I didn't have as many specialist troops as I usually have. And the paramedics that I was counting on, and this is why it was both appropriate and humorous, is my other classified objective was experimental drugs, so I was trying to get somebody back up, and I thought that'll be easy with all the doctors and paramedics that I have until they get whacked before I can even do anything at all.
Right. My other one was the Indoctrine, so I actually had to worry about what that other model was, but it wasn't as easy getting to that as well, because again I had to worry about so much protecting Scaarface and trying to get the other people up. And I was in the coup de grace was the one I was so happy when that guy kind of popped up there, and I was like, don't fully kill him. I had a chance for that. So.
Well, I was hoping that the Morlock would be able to, elf that you killed with the HMG. I was going to chain rifle the Odalisk, but the Prowler was there, so I couldn't because he's unconscious. Until you killed him.
Yep.
I was like, oh well, thank you for getting that out of the way. Oh look, I'm dead.
Yep. Yeah, it happens like that. But it was a big game for us. I hope you guys comment below. There's a couple things we know we're kind of a little off on, so we'd love to hear you guys help us get a little sharper with what was going on. You guys have helped us before in the past with a few comments here and there. So hope you guys like the big game. We, like I said, we enjoy the tag we're bringing in, and so the Qapu Kaqi has hid a little bit of that information of that pure strain. So the Nomads will still be searching for that.
Yep, I'll have to try again.
All right, thanks again, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on the SpectreStudios.us, our channel there. And you can, again, there's a lot of ways to join us to help support us through Patreon. Another matter, you can either be a hero in this game, or you can bring advertisement to this game one way or another. There's a lot of ways where you can kind of get involved with the Spectreverse that we do for Infnity and many other games. So again, this is Benito and Mark. Thank you guys again, and we will see you on our next Battle Report.
Recent statements have
Spectre Studios takes you into the story with Benito Sinense on YouTube, and you can take an active role as a hero in the videos by supporting the studio on our Patreon page at patreon.com/Benito Sinense. Infnity is a tabletop war game produced by Corvus Belli and can be found at infinitythegame.com and at your local retail game store.
Spectre Studios. Play for the spirit of the game.